superstar. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now me and steak and shrimp.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Ground. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made by Derek Rivers. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. In for the score. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Sony Michel, his first carry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Go.
On first down, Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. This one left side caught by Barrios. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And now out come the Giants. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. That's a strong running. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Dante Hightower on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
By 20! By 20!
Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Malik McDowell, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Like 20, 390.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught at the 20. A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 46 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
20.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So the Patriots coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Like 20! Like 20!
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Runs like that will give Michel some more carries going forward as the Pats come up 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on first. Michel, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Like 20! 20!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Like 20! Like 20!
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Rodgers now to throw. It's caught. Shepard. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A handoff to Barkley. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Zoom.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers to Barkley on the check down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Let's go, come on.
Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first.
Start fast, fellas, start fast.
Brady now on first down. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Like 20.
Now Brady again. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 626.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Jumbo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hurry up, hurry up. Jump out! Over. Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go. Mike 56. Jump out! Screen.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Hightower in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, like 20!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, here's Brady. Complete to Dorsett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Wait 20. Wait 20. Wait, we can.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Wait 20. 20. Go.
Operating from the gun. Brady, he's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. This is White on the screen. White's got a 1st down and more. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there at 22.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski for the point after. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. The return man is Grant. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. The former Rutgers safety, Devin McCourty, has it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Trying to improvise. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
A give. This is Michel. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes You got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 58.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. A touchdown is a must here, but of course beware of leaving too much time on the clock for Tom Brady. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers with a keeper, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Aaron Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
20, 80.
He'll look to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady, second all-time in fourth-quarter comebacks.
And even though he's second all-time, it feels like first in all the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to have the ball in this situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw. Dorsett's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Back to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski with time running out. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, 626.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return comes to a